Ramps Bill Pay automates your accounts payable process, making it easy for you to pay bills in seconds. We support customers using QuickBooks Online, Xero, NetSuite, and Sage Intacct integrations. I will take you through a quick preview of how you can use Ramps Bill Pay to upload, approve, and send invoices, manage bill payments and vendors, and leverage Ramp Flex for flexible financing. Let's click on the Bill Pay tab on the navigation bar to get started. We'll start by clicking into Settings and setting up the bill payment accounts. The account at the top will be the ACH account used to make payments, and the accounts shown will reflect your pre-verified accounts in Ramp. Once you have selected the proper account, you will select the cash account. If you would like to automatically import your purchase orders to be matched to invoices and link bills to purchase orders in your integrated accounting provider, you can enable that below. To the right, you can assign someone from your team as an AP clerk. As a default, admins and owners have full access to create bills and schedule any payment with Bill Pay. However, you can designate any Ramp user as an AP clerk to view, edit, and kick off the approval process for bills. Admins and owners are still the only individuals able to release funds for payment. Next, you can indicate who needs to approve bills before funds are released for payments. A best practice is to include the vendor owner to filter out legitimate invoices from potentially fraudulent invoices. This is the individual who owns the vendor relationship. We will set an approval workflow to include the vendor owner. Ramp has 6 different tabs within the Bills tab. Drafts are where your unscheduled and unapproved invoices will live, ready for you to take action and schedule your bills. You can populate invoices here in a couple of ways, and a best practice is to forward emails with bills or invoices to the email address reflected on this page. Approvals are where your scheduled invoices that require approvals from someone in your company will live. Bills will not be sent for payment until they have been approved by all designated parties. The Payments tab is where your bills live that have been scheduled, received all approvals, and are now just waiting to be paid on a future date. The Paid tab is where bills will live, always available for your reference. You can click on the button to export a CSV of payment history if you would like. The Archive tab is where any bills you or your team have previously archived will live, so you can easily reference them if needed. And the Flex tab is where you can pay your bill now and pay Ramp back in 30, 60, or 90 days. This will require a separate application within Ramp. To pay a bill, you can start by clicking New Bill or drag and drop a PDF straight into Ramp. If we left this process for any reason, you would see the invoice as a draft in the Drafts tab. The first time you pay a vendor in Ramp's Bill Pay, Ramp will guide you in setting up the vendor's details when you upload the invoice. Then we will create the vendor in your accounting software and sync it automatically. If this is an existing vendor in your accounting software, we'll create this vendor in Ramp and match it to your accounting software. Ramp's Invoice OCR will extract key information to save you hours of manual work and prevent human error. You'll notice the invoice number, date, and bill due date are automatically filled. Feel free to add a memo if needed as well. Line items are pulled out below and categorized automatically based on the vendor's accounting category. You can always change this for specific line items. If needed, you can consolidate the line items into a single line. Next, you will select how you want to pay the vendor. Ramp supports a variety of different payment methods. If you are leveraging Ramp Flex, you are able to pay the vendor via ACH or international wire. Sending international wire payments in US dollars will incur a $20 flat fee to process the payment. You can also send international wires in 40 local currencies. Below that, you'll see that you can also pay via physical check or a Ramp card. If you schedule a check to be delivered by a date at least 6 business days out, the check will be delivered by that date. If you are paying the bill with a Ramp card, we recommend selecting One-Time Virtual Card for this payment. The card will be locked until the bill has received all necessary approvals, and the limit will reflect the invoice total. The card will automatically lock once the bill has been paid with the Ramp card or 60 days after the card has been created. If you select ACH and do not have the vendor's routing or account information, you can use Ramp to get this. Ramp will reach out to the vendor to obtain missing information on your behalf. Once we collect this information, Ramp will pay the vendor automatically on the date you set. If you need to pay the invoice that day, you can leverage our faster payment options such as same-day ACH. Once you select the payment method, you will see the approval flow you set for bill pay. Once everything looks good, you can go ahead and schedule the bill for payment. Now that you've seen an overview, you can explore the Bill Pay tab and get started today, or sign up for our Bill Pay overview webinar for a more detailed walkthrough.